Hey guys, Vincent here. I'm here once again to annoy you with another one of my videos. So this is the Trans 101 video I talked to you guys about. You might need a Soji background for this video because I won't be getting into details anymore if ever I am going to talk about Soji related topics later. Also, our Pinoy FTM support group has a Trans 101 video about terminologies and I will post the link below. So let's proceed. First thing that we are going to talk about are the most common terminologies being used in the trans community. First will be transgender. So transgender is an umbrella term for people whose gender identity is the opposite of the gender that were assigned to them at birth. A transvestite is a person, well usually a man, who derives pleasure from wearing clothes of the opposite sex. Usually they cross-dress. A transsexual is someone who has undergone hormone replacement therapy, gender confirmation surgery, and or various medical procedures to align their body and their gender identity. Transition is the act of moving from living as their gender assigned at birth to their gender identity. There are several ways of transitioning. You can transition socially, medically, and or legally. Next is GCS, or gender confirmation surgery. Now these are surgeries done to a trans person to align their bodies with their gender identity. This was previously known as SRS, or sex reassignment surgery, but GCS is a better term because confirmation can mean that it is a proof which shows that something is true or correct. Next is passing. Passing is having people perceive your preferred gender accurately. Next is stealth. Stealth is not having people know about your trans status. Lastly, for the terminologies is out. Out means having people be aware of your trans status. Under the transgender umbrella, we have an FTM, or female to male. This is another term for trans man. We use male pronouns for them, and they are considered men. Another one that's under the transgender umbrella is MTF, or male to female. It's another term for a trans woman, and we use female pronouns for them, and they are considered women. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to correctly know the sexual orientation of a transgender person. So a trans man who is dating a girl, or a trans woman, or anyone whose gender identity is female is considered straight. So a trans man who is dating a guy, or another trans man, or anyone whose gender identity is male would be considered as gay. Yes, trans men can be gay or straight. Whoever said that only cisgender men could be gay, right? Next is the sexual orientation of a trans woman. A trans woman who's dating a guy, or a trans man, or anyone whose gender identity is male would be considered as straight. And a trans woman who's dating a girl, or another trans woman, or anyone whose gender identity is female would be considered as lesbian. And again, yes, trans women can be lesbian or straight, and the rest of the sexual orientations would be the same if they're polysexual or pansexual or asexual. So that pretty much wraps up this video. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because a lot of people consider as transgender as something that people do. So I've heard this a lot of times, like someone would say, oh, you know, she chose to be transgender, or like he chose to be transgender. Or I also remember someone saying, oh, she let herself be transgender. It's really weird because transgender is not a choice. It's something that a person feels, something that a person experiences with their body. There won't be any frequently asked questions in this video anymore because I meant for this whole video to address the common misconceptions about the trans community. I hope you guys learned something from my video, and thank you so much for taking time to watch this. Bye.